a toast.
Oh, you're gonna have one too.
All right, have a toast to Dave Angle.
And this rock star over here. I mean, like, he was a rock star before he was a rock star.
Here's the deal, and we're now officially drinking buddies.
Well, yeah, we are. I probably
How many times did you ask me?
I have.
Oh, what are you fucking drinking buddies now?
Yeah. I said, I guess you think I'm a senior drill instructor or something. What's the sir?
I think I'm your daddy.
Yeah. Did you have,
I had Brown and Sanders.
okay. Brown,
and then you were the heavy, and then Sanders was the senior.
Yeah, that was my last platoon. Because I got a black belt after that. Because I was.
What did you like better, being a heavy or being a
Oh, I
senior?
like being a senior better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were a good fucking heavy, man.
I had a lot of experience. So Brown, the way they do it is they team the strong heavies with the new seniors.
Yeah.
It's not that Brown was a weak senior; he's just a new senior.
Right.
So, and I had
Sanders.
done Sanders. Yeah. I had done a couple of platoons as a heavy already. So I was the senior heavy in the company.
Right.
And I knew I had on the wall. I knew if I did a good job, I would get my black belt. And then when I got my black belt, which is kind of hard to do as a senior, as a sergeant. But you know, Sanders did it too.
Yeah.
And
then he picked up staff sergeant.
I think
he did while we were there, because I remember us all tripping over that because you're so rigid about it. Yeah, senior drill instructor Sergeant Sanders, and then he gets promoted. Now we got to change it to yes, senior drill instructor Staff Sergeant Sanders. It was like it was impossible.
And you're gonna get
18-year-old idiots.
And the thing about sergeant senior drill instructors is we have to work twice as hard as a staff sergeant or someone who goes to PI school as a staff sergeant as a gun, right? They're going to get it.
Right.
They're going to do minimal time in the trenches with a green belt, and they're going to get the black belt. They might get it like after the gunny will get it after half the platoon.
Right.
And they don't know anything about how the platoon works or how the drill instructors work. You know, they just know what PI school is.
Yeah.
So we, but Sanders was good. He was good. We used to call him Big Daddy Sanders.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
He called himself that.
Yeah. He used to get in trouble when he was a green belt because he was too much of a big daddy.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you can't do that.
That's why I said. I mean, you guys didn't know dick about me or Sergeant Brown.
I didn't know about your combat experience.
Yeah. Well,
until you just told me.
It was on my chest.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Pay the fucking attention. All right.
I was a private.
But as a senior,
didn't know shit.
as a senior drill instructor, and I'm not going to tell you that. But as a senior drill instructor, we put out the love table and everything else. The moat table, that. Yeah.
And the hog board. We had the hog board.
Did I ever make you guys turn the pictures around?
I don't think so.
I had one platoon. So
did you have a hot board?
Yeah. You were in the Marine Corps?
I got injured in training, but I went through all the way to third phase.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
He was there at the same time too.
Yeah. Really?
Who was your drill instructor? He probably knows him.
Oh my God, I'm Carpenter and Ford.
What battalion?
Third battalion. I come.
Talk like frogs over there. And but the hog board, what I did one night, I got so mad. I was a green belt, and the senior drill instructor the night before had let them put all the pictures up on the hog board. I remember walking around during hygiene time at night, and I was getting pissed. I'm like, where do all these pictures come from? And they said, senior drill instructor. Oh, okay, we'll fix that. Come here, scribe. So he takes the pictures and turns them around. It's the glass to the duty hut.
Right.
So this way, when I raise the blinds in the duty hut, I could see all the chicks. Right? And they couldn't see Dick on the opposite side.
It was everybody's mom.
It was moms,
their
sisters, girlfriends.
The hog board. Thank God my mom wasn't on the hog board.
And the senior drill instructor will come in the next day, and he would be like, to the platoon, he'd be like, why are all the pictures on the hog board turned around the other way? Drill instructor Sergeant Angle, sir! Sergeant Angle, go to duty hut. I asked senior drill instructor, and then I'd go into duty hut, and senior would be like, I had a platoon one night. I had duty that night, but the senior was there late. And we had been drilling across the street, and it was a good time drill. I mean, it was a good drill session, you know. See, the drill instructor was like, I want you. We brought out Full Metal Jacket, which was back then everybody wanted to watch, right? And they were like, in the squad bay in front of everybody, it's like, drill instructor Sergeant Angle. And when you put the TV out tonight, the VCR, Well, she put Full Metal Jacket on the TV. I was like, hi, Senior Drill Instructor. So he goes home. I put the TV out. Come here, scribe. I say, get some duct tape out of the office and tape the VCR tape to the screen of the TV.
And that's how you're gonna watch it.
And then it's like, next day, Senior Drill Instructor's like, they said you didn't let him watch Full Metal Jacket last night. I said, no. I said, bullshit, boss. I said, you told me to put Full Metal Jacket on the VCR or on the TV. That's exactly what I did.
That sounds like some shit you would do. You pulled me into the duty up one night. Because I fucking laughed at you. I don't remember what you said, but I'm telling these guys, that was your trick. Like, say something fucking funny, make us laugh, and then punish us for laughing.
Yeah.
The worst. I don't even remember what I laughed for. You pulled me into that DVD.
Why you know?
The fuck you laughing at? What the fuck you did? I was scared.
Like,
Yeah, about a buck 40.
yeah. You know,
How old were you then?
God, I was
25,
young. I was
maybe
young.
26.
I was probably 24.
Yeah.
I don't
That's what's so funny. Like, to me, at 18 at Parris Island, even with the other drill instructors, just seemed so much.
We're a generation away from you, and especially in the military. We're a military generation away, but in reality, after you push that out 10 or 15 years, and then you even go out further, we're really are. You know, because you know, as you know, you can go from being a graduating boot camp, and I mean, if you're shit hot, you could be a sergeant in 10 years. Really, not me, not these comments. Well, what I did is I figured out in avionics, our cutting school was so freaking high, and they started sending me to board. I got really good at the meritorious promotion board, so I got Marine of the Quarter, Second Marine Airway. I got Marine of the Quarter, and then a year later, actually 12 months later, the same quarter, I got meritorious promotion. And then the drill instructor thing was not my choice. But the time I started making, well, the screening team came, and they said, hey, Sergeant Major called me up to his office, and I went and saw him. He says, the drill instructor screening team is here, and I put your name in there. I think you made a great drill instructor. I was like, and I'd been there for 5 years. I wasn't so much being respectful. And we're going old school. You can't refuse orders. You can if you don't want to.
Promoted back in 1991.
And
Tomorrow we're stopping and the rest picking up some paper and some pen.
And they
And then
told
you
us,
got out after the drill field?
yeah, when I was at Quantico. Well, I went to Quantico. I did a year at OCS. So I did 2 years at OCS.
DI, after Parris Island went to OCS, and was DI there.
Wow.
And I liked that job. I mean, it was actually the most rewarding job that I ever had. I mean, and it went full circle because I got to do 3 platoons as a black belt as a senior, and that's the full circle part of it because now, the whole thing with the roles that you guys know, the heavies and the green third hats and the senior, there's really a method to that madness. But you won't figure that out. You probably won't figure that out in the first couple of years in the Marine Corps, but you kind of do as you mature and develop as a Marine. You're like, I know why we did this. Yeah. You didn't know why we did it back then.
I didn't know why you guys were doing anything you were doing. I was just so spun around. But years later, you're right. You look back and you realize, oh, okay, I see what's happening.
Yeah.
I see why that. How necessary all that nonsense.
Even if you were a green belt like me, I was a heavy for him. You still garner respect, and you don't garner. Initially you'll get the respect because you're wearing the campaign cover and the duty belt. You'll get that respect, but that's just initially. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it. And I think like the time Jason came to my platoon I already had it figured out, and I think they didn't like me. I wasn't their favorite person in the world, but they had mad respect for me. And if
It was a white hot hate.
That's a critical influence.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
As a Marine to experience that, that's part of it. Like,
and you do that, and it's a rewarding experience in the end. And then you fast forward. Jason's not the first one I met. We had a reunion, one of my platoons, a couple years ago, and there was like 10 guys there.
Wow.
And I was a heavy on that tune too.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, it's not the easiest job in the world. You're working 80 hours a week. You know, more than that. I mean, lights.
The thing is too, you guys are at 10 the whole time.
Yeah.
Like the intensity level that you have to maintain.
From 4 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, and even after the lights were out, my intensity level had to be. It was up there, and that's why, like he said, you know, he was $1.45, that's probably $1.50.
Yeah.
If that,
Right.
if that. I mean, I'm a fat boy now. I'm the person that I would be busting on for eating jelly donuts and flunking the
That was, you don't remember everybody, I know, because you did so many,
Right,
so many
right.
recruits, but Duda in our platoon.
I remember that name. He was
Duda,
big.
yeah.
He was big.
You told him his mom was a fat pig too. You said, I hope your fat mom comes to graduation.
But that's part of the job, though, right? I remember. I mean, I kind of remember.
Well, there's another kid I talked to yesterday. He lives in my hometown, and we talk once in a while. Jose Oyola. Oyola was like right next to me. Oyola, Pat, and Oyola said, "All right, tell Angle when you see him." I said, "Hi." That's
Okay.
He said, he probably won't remember me. I said, yeah, I mean, they have how many recruits in 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, but I mean, you've been staying in touch with me, and we've been talking back and forth for the last 10 years.
Right.
But yeah, I would usually single somebody out. I mean, and be like, I hope your fat mom comes to your fat ass graduation.
I'll never forget that.
And I said, I'm going to tell your fat ass mom and dad what a freaking loser you are. The only reason you graduated Marine Corps boot camp is because the senior drill instructor made you. Because if it was up to me, you'd have been gone halfway through first phase. You heard this, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to let the entire family know how freaking miserable you were in boot camp. What a subpar performer you every day.
Oh, and he was.
He's probably the same. I mean, I just know these guys. They're the ones that screw up the drill. They're the ones that can't get up the rope. They can't do the obstacle course. They drop out of the road.
It's Pile in the movie. It's Pile. There's always one.
Every cycle, you got a Pile. Every cycle, and this is before Pile was famous. You know what I mean?
When did that movie even come out? I don't think that movie was out.
It came out in '89, I think. It was out, but it was still running its course.
Yeah.
A lot of people hadn't seen it.
I don't know if I even saw it until after I got into the Marine Corps. I don't think I saw it before I went.
Yeah. Because, but now were you?
2089.
Yeah, I remember '89, but what year was it? Because when you
91, June.
when the Gulf War kicked off, I had a little fun with that one too. I let everybody know. I was like, where my reserve? You know, because we always used to treat reservists like shit, anyways.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, where my reservists at? And I was like, ha, look on the TV. You thought you were going home. You're gonna come out of school. And you're going right to the desert, and your little nasty ass is come back in a body bag. Hopefully, you don't bring 2 other people with you. I was brutal, wasn't it?
Indeed, you were.
They asked
But that, you have to be. How do you do that? You can't get kids through that process and turn them into Marines and be nice.
Yeah, you probably
Doesn't work
picked
that
the
way.
war, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, essentially, you are.
That's what they're
And
doing.
that's what happened. I mean,
And they're creating a synthetic brand of the chaos that you might see if you go to
Exactly.
that chaos in the all over that island, but in that squad bay especially, when nobody's looking, when you're not in front of God and everybody, and it's just flip your fucking footlockers, we're gonna have some fun, and all the shit goes into the middle.
after square away time.
After square away time.
And during square away time, everybody's like lining up their socks,
Get the shit all squared away.
Everything is all squared away, and I'll be watching that shit. The SOPs say we're really not supposed to be out there next with you guys, right, for that hour, but we do anyways. But
I know.
we wait until I look and see who's got the most squared away shit. And when the square away time is over and we start counting off to go to get the rack,
It begins.
I just start like kicking it
And they make us kick it. He would make us kick it, get it all in there. Freaking, we'd make a casserole of everybody's shit. Everybody's underwear and socks and clothing. Everything.
I don't know if I did a skivvy switch on you guys, but one particular Hold on. PT showers. I know you probably remember after you came back from PT, all you did is you stripped, you put your towel around your waist, and as you walk past the quarter deck into the head, you drop all your skivvy drawers here, socks here, t-shirts here, and then fire watch the laundry all day. And so we're doing this, and we're about almost got everybody into the head. And I hear a bunch of talking and grab assing and everything else in the head. So I kicked everybody out of the shower. Get online. I say, face to the right now. I said, when we start marching, you will grab one skivvy shirt, one skivvy drawers, and 2 socks, and you'll put them on. And so you're grabbing everybody else's
Dirty shit.
And we've been out of PT.
And it's all marked, so you know who it is.
So they're like, well, they didn't know they were gonna have to put it on. I mean, I guess they didn't see
fucking size.
They didn't see. Oh, yeah, you had fat guys wearing small stuff, small guys wearing fat stuff. The red stripe. Remember the red stripes for heat casualties?
Yes,
Fat boys?
yeah. It's all been pissed through.
Yeah, I mean, and
At some point.
And then this stuff is just nasty because we were PT for an hour. I mean, there are times worse than this, and everybody like, okay, I'm like, you gonna put that stuff on, yo, and grab ass and running the potholes in the shower in the head. I said, you ain't getting no PT shower. I said, you ain't getting clean PT clothes either. You gonna put that stuff on. Of course we did it by the numbers.
Oh yeah. Socks. And then we did it again and again, and then we undid it and did it 10 more times by the numbers every time.
I told. Well, what you do in first phase, I mean, I would have, I knew chow wasn't until 5:10, right? And it was 4:15 in the morning, so I knew I had damn near an hour. And we would get up, especially in first phase. I'm like, you get dressed by the numbers. You put the left sock on, everybody stands at attention. I said, then you put the right sock on. And I'd count down the whole time. 20, 19, 15, 12, 11, 5, 3, 0.
You're done.
You're done.
Freeze.
Oh, look at Reed. He ain't got his sock on. Okay, fine. Take it off now.
Yeah. Take it off now.
Everybody. And so
I've heard that in my nightmares for fucking 30 minutes.
So we would literally stand there for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, putting a left sock on and taking it off.
Yep.
And you want to talk about pissed off recruits. And then what you do as a DI is you play the head game with somebody. You find that Duda. Oh man, everybody's screwed away, but Duda. Look at that. That's it. Everybody, take your private Duda. If somebody screwed up, I'd be like, okay, go get 4 of your best friends.
Right. Oh yeah. Yep.
Or get 9 of your best friends because we were limited to 10.
Put us all on the quarter deck.
Or I'd take you out to the pit. I mean, if I had time, I'd take you out to the pit because it's dirty out there.
I was in the pit many a time before chow.
Yeah.
Many times. But every morning,
come out of sugar cookie,
just all PT before we even got.
That's how I learned to get time off. Because in my first platoon, I was still on lights, and I learned when the heavy was cleaning rifles. We were cleaning rifles in the squad band. That's serious business, right? And I was plucking people off the foot lockers, or cleaning the rifles. And I was taking them out to the pit, right? And I would make them grab their bolt carrier groups and stuff, and they'd have their bolt and a couple. I didn't take the big parts, but the small parts, but the big parts. And they'd go out to the pit with it, and they'd come back, and their freaking bolt, everything was all sanded up, and drill instructor walking around. Not me, I'm the third hat or fourth hat. And the heavy would be walking around. It's like, how does your shit get so dirty? The sergeant had his private out in the pit. Finally, senior drill instructor's like, you need to go home. I was like, hi, senior drill instructor. I'm walking out the back hatch, right? I'm walking out the rear hatch backwards. I won't be back. The only reason I'm going home is because senior drill instructor told me to go home because he loves you. I don't love you. I don't care. You could drop dead tomorrow from a heat stroke.
That was the worst thing. Like we were getting ready for lights out, and the senior drill instructor would be talking to us, and he would talk nice sometimes, right? He would be like, get you guys motivated, and then he would say, "All right, Sergeant Angle, you got him." And he would oh no, fuck no.
Yeah, because that would happen a lot. It's like
he'd get us all softened up. Like
if I had to stay at the senior stayed until lights. Yeah, he would run the nighttime routine and let you guys do whatever you want, or sometimes in the morning he'd let you get whatever you want at the chow hall.
Oh yeah,
we're just sitting there taking freaking notes, man. That's like going to church, right?
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to go. We could go into church, but we had to stay on the back wall, and we weren't allowed to do anything or say anything. And back then, the females and the males went to the same church. You remember that?
Yeah,
the females went there, and they were gonna.
We went to their chow hall a few times. Because ours was closed down. During my cycle. Second Battalion chow hall.
So you suffered when we used to have to go.
We had to walk all over third, fourth, or first.
That sucked because 3rd Battalion chow hall had a path that was about a quarter of a mile long. That was isolated. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was back by when there was nobody back there.
Marched over like a wood bridge at some point. Wood footpath.
And it was completely isolated. You can wear people out on that in the woods right there. I'd have them running in the woods, coming back out.
We would march over this wood. I don't know if it was on the way to 3rd Battalion chow hall or where it was, but there was this wood bridge that we would march over. And once we got to 3rd phase and we figured out how to drill, and everybody was in step, and that heel, all those heels hitting that wood bridge at the same time, boom, 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 and it would be early in the morning, and he would go, and he hasn't said anything now for a while. He's just drilling us.
You guys
calling kids. He'd go, "Hey, that makes my fucking dick hard. You understand?" And then somebody laughs, and then we start fucking playing.
Oh yeah. Hit me hot bomb style.
Hippity hop on stuff.
Forward march, left, right, left, right, to the rear, march, left flank march, right flank march.
And you're so frustrated because we were doing so good. And we hit that wood bridge and we're boom, boom, boom. And then he says something to make us laugh, and then it's fucking back to the game.
God, roll up the God on you.
Yeah.
Get the boot bands out.
That's so funny, man.
But I mean, it was the same thing. Like when I was a senior, though, my drill instructor did the same thing, and I was like,
of course,
And I told my privates, I was like, I know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on. In the first phase, they don't see a whole lot of it, but then they start to see more of the senior and second, especially in 3rd phase, you really see it. Especially getting ready for final drill.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to spend time. That's his responsibility.
Yeah.
That's final drill. Yeah, it's a competition. So,
but I mean,
I've had some good shit.
Yeah, I mean, I know I did. I'm lucky I still had on my striking.
It could be easy. I today, especially, it's probably even harder.
I'm not sure who your series commander was. Today is ridiculous. We don't know, but I'm not sure who your series commander was. But McDermott was.
I used to do a voice imitation of our series gunnery sergeant. I don't remember what his name was, and I don't remember, but I got good at like imitating his voice. And I was, like at night when you guys weren't paying attention, I would make the other recruits laugh. Got back to you somehow, and we were getting ready for I think we were like practicing for graduation. Like the series gunnery would be out there. You called me out and say, "Hey, Reed, do your imitation." Right? Do your imitation. I can't remember the series gunny's name, but I had to fucking do my imitation right in front of his face. I was scared shitless. He was a big dude, southern accent. I thought he was going to kill me.
McMillan?
Might have been.
I think he was a staff sergeant at the time, wasn't he? Or was he a gunner? No, he got promoted. McMillan was a country boy, big guy.
Yeah, that's probably him.
White guy, had a southern accent.
That's probably him. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. He probably laughed at it.
Because would he lead our like platoon like Daily 7 or something?
Yeah, he would.
Because that was my imitation, was always doing the Daily 7. First exercise of today's Daily 7 will be.
Yeah, sometimes the seniors did it. They let the seniors do it because we need to get the experience. But it was, I think that was McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Tom. That might be it.
But they, so you guys are going to start at what time? 6:30?
6:30.
Yeah.